Hey, this is Renee Wall, and I'm here at Folk Alliance with the Roys, who I just saw earlier, and they were fantastic. You guys really sounded great.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. So I myself am an independent artist, and I've just got a few questions for you that maybe you've been asked before, maybe not. So I'm hoping to get a few in there that you haven't been asked before. But so, how long have you all been performing as the Roys? I know that you started singing when you were about 5.
I was 5 years old, and was kind of doing my own thing. You know, I'm a little bit older than Lee, so I started before him. And then he wanted to follow in his big sister's, footsteps. So I wanted to learn to play the guitar. So I was 10 years old, took guitar lessons from a teacher at school. And then I taught him a few notes, and then he started playing his own thing. So we've always, played together and done the church functions and the school functions and, family get-together things. But really for, 15 years, we've really been, wanting to do this for a living. And then the last 5 years, we just said, look, if we're going to do this, we're going to move to Nashville. So moved to Nashville, and, here we stand today.
Absolutely. Good move. Good. So you're now with Rural Rhythm Records. I know. I'm like, do I have to say this? Because it's Rural Rhythm Records.
You have to say it 3 times fast.
Exactly. No, don't make me do that, please. So this is your debut album with the record label.
Yes.
Now, obviously, it's not your first album.
No.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about, as an independent artist, how you went about recording your... Is this your second album? How many albums
Well,
did you have,
we had a couple of... we had one project that we went in a studio in Nashville and used the Nashville Cats and kind of project. And that's our first real professional project out of Nashville. We have another one that we did, completed, done, packaged, sitting on the shelf. Because we took some of those songs and recut them for this project, like Everything I Ever Wanted and Trailblazer. So... And then we kind of just shopped it around. We had some of the tracks done, and we shopped it around, and Rural Rhythm Records really liked what we were doing.
Yeah.
So they signed us, and so that was our first project with Rural Rhythm. And they were very gracious to sign us on for some more music, so we're going to be releasing another project with them here coming up this fall.
Very good. And how did you find out about Rural Rhythm Records? How did that relationship get fostered, I guess you can say? And
well, for me, I was a fan of their music, of their artists. Russell Moore and Lonesome River Band and all these people. And it was really our manager. He took the Bluegrass tracks that we had 3 or 4 of them kind of done, and he shopped it to 5 or 6 labels. We had 3 of them that were interested, Rural being one of them. And when we met with them, instantly we felt like this is where we needed to be. They took us in as family, and we flew to LA. At the time they were based out of LA. We flew up there to meet with them, and they came out and hugged us and said, "Welcome to the family." And they felt like we were not going to go anywhere else but there.
That's awesome.
And we're so happy that we didn't.
Good. And how does this compare? How long have you been with the label?
A year.
Okay. Now, you've been working as the Roys for, say, about 15 years, and it's been several years since you've been in Nashville again?
Yeah, about 5
years.
About 5 years. How does it compare now, being with a record label, the support that you get, both with producing an album, doing shows, touring? How does that compare to what you were doing before as an independent artist?
It makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, we always say last year was, 0 to 90 for us. I mean, we, had this recorded project, and they released a single, we did a video for it. Then they released the album in March, and our lives have changed exponentially since then. And it's all been good, and it's all been positive, and it's just, it's a record label is a record label, an artist is an artist. You know what I mean? Everybody has their place in the team, and when you find that right team, and everybody clicks and works together as a team, it's amazing how things happen.
Wow, that's really good, right? All right, so my last question for you is something that you brought up on stage with the song Trailblazer. I know you said you were very thankful that they released that as the single. How does it make you feel when you write a song that people gravitate to and want to hear on the radio? I know, again, as myself as a songwriter, how does that make you feel knowing that that's the song that they chose as the single?
Well, for me, it's very humbling. Like, I've been songwriting my whole life, but not really for anybody but myself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And when I wrote the song, helped co-write it with Steve Dean and his daughter Bethany, we knew we had something cool, and I loved it. Right away, I loved it. I fell in love with it. And I played it for Lee, and he was like, "Oh, that's so cool! It's so you know." And we started doing it in the shows, and people started to react to it. I go, "Really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's so cool. Like it, for me, it's just almost like a surreal thing. Like you know what I mean? Like it. I don't have a big head about it, or I'm not like. It's very humbling to me that my little song might mean something to someone, and maybe one person will go after their dream, no matter what it is, and maybe make something happen that they wouldn't have without listening to that song. So it's really, for me, it's just a whole new avenue that I'm getting more confident in, and just excited about, the songwriting.
Well, you guys have a really good message with that too, because you're basically saying follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think that's definitely key, especially as an independent artist.
Yes.
It can be tough.
Oh, it is so tough. We've been independent. Absolutely.
Well, I'm proud. I always say I'm proud. I mean, Real Rhythm's an independent label.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's a small label, and we always say that we're proud to be independent. And I always say, real music is independent.
Yes.
I mean, that's where you're going to find the greatest music is Folk Alliance and IBMA and even CMA Fest. Even with having all the big boys, as we call them, at CMA Fest. The greatest music you'll hear at CMA Fest are the small bars and the little intimate cafes, and it's those artists that you've never heard of that are just doing their music because it's raw and stripped down and not commercialized. It's who they are.
It's coming from their heart, and that's where music should come from your heart.
Absolutely. Not for the goal of commercial success.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That all comes with with doing the right
Doing
music.
what you love.
Yes.
Well, you guys are awesome. I'm so
Thank
glad
you.
I got an opportunity to
Thank you
see
so
you and to
much.
meet you and to talk with you. Oh, thank you.
You're so perfect.
And the best of luck.
Thank you.
And get some sleep.
Yes. The bus is calling my name.
Thank you.